Hello everybody, this is Rahul from EduShastra Education. I hope you must be enjoying our series of flash tests. So here we are to discuss the solution of Set 2 Quant 1. Before heading, I would like you to introduce to the quantitative section of GMAT. The quantitative section of GMAT. It consists of two types of problem. The first one is problem solving and the another one is data sufficiency. Problem solving questions. It is similar to any standardized question you must have seen in any standardized test. It gives you a question statement and five option choices, out of which only one is correct and you have to tick mark only one. For example, if C is correct, tick mark C and move further. The second one is data sufficiency. This question type is unique to GMAT. The prompt gives you a question statement without giving you enough information to answer the question. The prompt is followed by two statements, statement 1 and statement 2, right? Now, statement 1 offers you some information according to the question, and statement 2 offers you some information regarding the question statement. So you have to see whether by using statement 1 and 2 whether you can answer the question or not. So the option choices are option choice A, that is statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question, but statement 2 alone is not sufficient to answer the question. Option choice B says statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer the question, but statement 1 alone is not sufficient to answer the question. Option choice C says both statements together are sufficient to answer the question, but neither alone is sufficient to answer the question. Option choice D says each statement alone is sufficient to answer the question. And option choice E says statements 1 and 2 together are not sufficient to answer the question. Alright, so if I use the information given me in statement 1, so what can be the answer choices to the question? Option choice A and D, because in some or the other way B, C and E states that statement 1 alone is not sufficient to answer the question. Similarly, when I am given that option choice 2 alone is sufficient to answer the question, then I am left with the only answer choices that are B, C, and E. A and D cannot be the answer choices. So now let us go further and see our question 1. The question 1 says, for how many integers values of x is root x plus 18 less than 2 minus x? Now these are the 5 option choices. So this is a problem solving question. Now let us have a first look to the question. We need to find the values of x. Now first thing to notice in this question is a quantity in a square root, that is root x plus 18 cannot be negative, right? Therefore, this gives me that x is greater than or equal to minus 18. Guys, be careful. We have a equal to sign here, right? So x can take the value minus 18. Now look at the second thing, right? A square root opens with a positive sign or a negative sign. And here 2 minus x is greater than this square root quantity. Therefore, 2 minus x has to be greater than 0, right? Because root x plus 18 will also take a value that is positive, except in one case when x will be equal to minus 18, right? And 2 minus x or 2 minus minus 18 is clearly greater than 0. So for every other case, 2 minus x has to be greater than 0. So this will give me that x is less than 2. This is the second thing to notice. Now look at the final thing. Let us solve this given inequality, right? Square root it. Root x plus 18 to the power 2 gives me x plus 18, right? And 2 minus x ka whole square is equal to 4 plus x square minus 4x. Now take this x to right hand side and you will get minus 5x. Take this 18 to right hand side and you get minus 14 and the x square is left. Now factorize this and you get x minus 7 multiplied by x plus 2 is greater than 0. So this gives me a set of x, that is x belongs to minus infinity to minus 2 union 7 to infinity. So this is the third equation I get. Now I will use first, second and third equation to get all the values of x. Let us move further. See, the statement 1 gives me that x is always greater than minus 18. So this reason cannot be the answers of x, right? But be careful. I need to include this minus 18 because I had x is greater than or equal to minus 18. Equality holds true for this case. Now by second, I came to know that x is always less than 2. Here there is no equality sign. So plus 2 is red. X cannot take the value of plus 2 and even less than minus 18 and greater than plus 2. So I am left with the region that is minus 18 to plus 2, in which minus 18 will work for me but plus 2 won't work for me. Now combine this first and second with the third. Before, let us see third. The third states that x can be in this blue region, that is x is less than minus 2, and in this blue region, that is x is greater than plus 7. See careful, be careful here. Minus 2 and plus 7 cannot be the answer, right? Because here I have open brackets. Now let us combine first, second and third. The only common blue region I am getting is minus 18 to minus 2, in which I include minus 18 but not minus 2. So combining all the results I get only blue line minus 18 to minus 2 minus 18 close bracket and 2 open bracket. So these account for 16 integers. So the right answer to this question is D, that is 16. Alright, so this is a happy guy who was able to solve the question that x can take 16 integral values. Clear? But be careful, I am always telling you, be careful about the open brackets and close brackets. Close brackets means that x can take the value of a, right? And open brackets means x cannot take the values of b. Okay, so let us move to the further question, that is question number 2. So it says on any given day, 75% of the people in a city who own TV sets turn them on. Alright. Out of them, 30% turn their TV sets to football. And 9,900 people watch football on Sunday. So I need to find how many people in the city own TV sets. Okay. So this is again a problem solving question. I'm giving with 5 option statements. So we need to tell how many are watching football match on Sunday. So people are watching football match. How many? This I need to find out, right? How many people are there total? So let us see the solution. Let us assume total number of people in the city are X, right? So I write X here. Now 75% owns a TV. Alright, it's given here. So I multiplied 3 by 4 into X. So these are the total number of people owning a TV, because clearly 75% is equal to 75 upon 100. Cancel it by 25. 25 threes are 25 fours are 3 by 4. I wrote here. That is alright. Now 30% of the people who turn their TV sets on watch football. It's given in the question, right? So let us multiply by 3 by 10 again to the quantity 3 by 4 multiplied by x, because 30% is equal to 3 by 10. Alright. Now the total number of people watching football is 9900. So this quantity accounts for 9900. So compare both the quantities, right? Cancel out this 3, 3 ones are, 3 ones are, and 3 1100 are. Take this 4 this side and multiply it. Take this 10 this side and multiply it. What I get? X is equal to 1100 into 10 into 4. That gives me 44,000. So this was a very simple question. So answer to the question is option choice B, that is 44,000. All right. So again, this is the happy guy who was able to solve the question, and the answer was option choice B, 44,000. Let us move further and have a look at question number 3. Now we arrive at a data sufficiency question. Right? So the question statement is 5 numbers are randomly chosen. If their average is 20, alright, I'll underline it because this is an important point. How many of the numbers are larger than 15? Okay. So let us have a deeper look to the question. Let us assume the numbers. Let the numbers be A, B, C, D, and E. Alright. Now average is 20. Alright. So I get A plus B plus C plus D plus E by 5 is equal to 20. Take this 5 to right hand side and multiply it. I get A plus B plus C plus D plus E is equal to 20 multiplied by 5, that is 100. So I know this much information about A to E from the question. Now by statement 1, I'll see what happens. Alright. So statement 1. It says one of the number is 15. Let us assume any one number. I say A here is 15. Now I cannot tell anything about B, C, D and E, right? Just I can tell one thing, that B plus C plus D plus E is equal to 100 minus A. That is 100 minus 15 or 85. Alright. Now all of them can be greater than 15. Just for an example, take B is equal to 20, C is equal to 20, D is equal to 20 and E is equal to 25. Now A, B, C, D, E satisfy statement 1 and even the question statement, and here all of them are greater than 15 except A. So I have how many numbers greater than 15? 4. Alright. Now another example, B is equal to 85 and rest C, D, E all are 0 and A is obviously 15. Now I got only one number. So by statement 1 alone, I am not able to answer the question. That is, how many numbers are larger than 15? They can be 1, 2, 3 or 4. So statement 1 is not able to answer the question alone. Now let us have a look at statement 2. The average of 3 of the numbers is 15. Now what does this statement provide me? That A plus B plus C divided by 3 is equal to 15. Take this 3 to right hand side and multiply it by 15. What I get? That A plus B plus C is equal to 45. And D plus E is equal to 100 minus A plus B plus C, that is 100 minus 45, that is equal to 55. Alright, but I do not know the exact values of A, B, C, D and E. Now again, see if the numbers are A15, B20, C10, D20, E35. It satisfies this equation and the question statement that their average is 20. So here 4 numbers are greater than 15 and only 2 of them can also be greater than 15. For example, take these values. A is equal to 45, B, C 0, D is equal to 55, and E is equal to 0. Again, this equation satisfy my second statement, satisfy my question statement, and here only two numbers are greater than 15. So again, I cannot say by statement 2 that I can answer the question or how many numbers are larger than 15. So statement 2 alone is also not sufficient to answer the question. Now let us combine the statements. That is, take statement 1 also and 2 also. Now I know a plus b plus c by 3 is equal to 15, or a plus b plus c is equal to 45 by statement 2, right? And I know a is equal to 15 by statement 1, one of the number is 15. So this gives me b plus c is equal to 30, or 45 minus 15, that is 30, right? So I know a is equal to 15 and b plus c is equal to 30. Now I cannot tell anything about D and E. Just D plus E is equal to 55. Now again, take example. A is 15, B is 15, C is equal to 15. D is equal to 20 and E is equal to 35. Here, two numbers are greater than 15, and this numbers satisfy statement 1, statement 2, and even the question statement that says average is 20, right? And only one of them can also be greater than 15. For example, A 15, B is equal to 15, C is equal to 15, D is 55, and E is equal to 0. So here only one number is greater than 15, and this also satisfy statement 1, 2, and that the average is 20. So combining the statements also, I cannot answer the question. So what is the answer to this question? The answer to this question is statement 1 and 2 together are not sufficient, and that is option choice E. Alright, now let us move further and have a look at question number 4. Question number 4 is a problem solving question. It says all of the following xy coordinates, these xy coordinates given to me, lie on a circumference of a circle whose radius is 10 and whose center is the xy point, which is 0 comma 0. So I have two major informations about the circle, that radius is 10 and center is at 0 comma 0. I need to tell that which of the following point does not lie on the circumference. All right. So it is a problem solving question, very clear. Now we are given with a circle. So let us assume this is as a circle given to us, xy point 0 comma 0, that is the center, and radius is 10. So here we have the center at 0 comma 0 and the radius is equal to 10. Okay. Now see how to approach this question. We won't calculate it for each and every point. Try to cancel the options and get to only one answer choice. Alright. So first of all, I'll write the equation of the circle. I write the equation as x square plus y square is equal to 100. Now, why I wrote this equation that x square plus y square is equal to 100 represents this given circle. See, it is very simple. Equation of a circle with center 0 comma 0 and radius r is given by x square plus y square is equal to r square, and in my case r was is equal to 10. So 10 square is equal to 100. So the equations become x square plus y square is equal to 100. Right? So I'll put the values of x and y and see what happens. So first of all, clearly B satisfy the equation because minus 10 ka square is equal to 100 and 0 square is 0. So option choice B cannot be the answer to this question. So B is cut. Now I know that 6, 8 and 10 forms a Pythagoras triplet, that is plus minus 6 ka whole square plus plus minus 8 ka whole square is equal to 10 square, right? So plus 6 plus 8 plus 6 minus 8 minus 6 plus 8 and minus 6 minus 8 will satisfy the equation. So therefore clearly D and E are also not my correct answers, right? So let us cut them also. Now I'm left with only two option choices, that is A and C. Now put them one by one. So first I put option statement A. So minus 1 square is 1, 3 root 11 square is 99, and 1 plus 99 is equal to 100. So this satisfies the equation. Therefore, A also cannot be the answer. So cut A also. So I am left with only answer choice, that is C, minus 5 comma minus 7. Alright. So the answer to the question 4 is option choice C, minus 5 comma minus 7. Now let us move to the final question, that is question number 5. It says if x and y are non-zero integers, right? And x plus mod y is equal to 32. What is xy? I'm given with two option statements. One, minus 4x minus 12y is equal to 0. And second, mod x minus mod y is equal to 16. So this is a data sufficiency question. The same option in the same order. Now see what I am given with. Mod x plus mod y is equal to 32. I need to find xy is equal to what? Now see by statement 1. Minus 4x is equal to minus 12y, right? Simply, wait a second, I am given with minus 4x minus 12y is equal to 0. I'll just erase it. So minus 4x minus 12y is equal to 0. So let us take this 12y to right hand side. So I get minus 4x is equal to plus 12y. So this is minus 1 and this is 3. So I get x is equal to minus 3y. So xy is equal to minus 3y multiplied by y. Simply putting the value of x is equal to minus 3y here, and I get xy is equal to minus 3y square. Now I know y square is clearly greater than 0, right? So I can write y square is equal to mod y whole square, right? And by this I also know that mod x is equal to 3 times of mod y, right? So I was searching for xy and I have resolved xy to minus 3 y square, which is minus 3 mod y square, because y square is always positive. Now I even knew that mod x was equal to 3 mod y. Put this in the given equation. Mod x plus mod y is equal to 32. Mod x is equal to 3 mod y. I get 4 mod y, 3 mod y plus mod y. So I get mod y is equal to 8 by cancelling out this 4. Alright. So clearly minus 3y square is equal to minus 3 mod y square, and that is minus 192. So by statement 1 I can tell what is the value of xy, right? So statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question. Now see statement 2. I'm given with mod x plus mod y is equal to 32. I need to find xy, and statement 2 says mod x minus mod y is equal to 16. Simply add these two equations. Mod y and minus mod y would be cancelled, and I will get twice of mod x is equal to 48, right? Or mod x is equal to 48 by 2, that is 24. Simply add this would be cancelled. This will give you 2 mod x. 32 plus 16 will give you 48. Or mod x is equal to 48 by 2, that is 24. Use mod x is equal to 24 in any of the two equations and get value of mod y. So I come and calculate the value of mod y, that comes out to be 8. Alright, now I have mod x is equal to 24 and mod y is equal to 8, and I need to calculate xy. So clearly I do not know the signs of x and y, By knowing mod x is equal to 24 and mod y is equal to 8, x can be equal to plus 24 or minus 24, and y can be equal to plus 8 or minus 8, right? So mod x is equal to 24, mod y is equal to 8 does not help us to know the sign of either x or y, right? Therefore, I cannot tell whether xy is equal to plus 192 or minus 192, because x can be 24 and y can be minus 8. That will give me minus 192. And if x is plus 24 and y is plus 8, I'll get 192. So clearly, by mod x is equal to 24 and mod y is equal to 8, I cannot tell what is the value of xy. So statement 2 doesn't help me to solve the answer. Therefore, answer to the question 5 is option choice A. Statement 1 alone is sufficient, but statement 2 alone is not sufficient. So that is all for this solutions. Thank you.